Like, where do you start? Like, it's still not sunk in to me. I came in the house 2 days ago now, and Brit was in tears. I only took the dog out for a walk. He was just off camera, hence the tail. And Brit was in tears. She said, someone's cut the tree down. And I'm like, what? Our tree in the back garden, which you've just seen at the start of the video. And I'm like, who would chop down? It's our tree, you know, I own that tree. And she goes, no, the tree. Sycamore Gap. Shocked. Absolutely shocked. I mean, Brit was heartbroken. I generally put on a brave face for it. Just, obviously, I know a lot of people sharing their thoughts on it, but I've had a lot of people message me because of Lonely Tree. Now, you know, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves is the first VHS I ever bought with my own pocket money. And I put a picture up there recently online. This is the same VHS I took all the way up there and was taking a picture outside of Sycamore Gap with that. And see, I've got a few photos on my phone. And Robin Hood was a massive part of my childhood. You know, the first VHS I owned, it was, you know, sort of just grew up in it, and it says, oh, it's just up the road. And it is, you know, it's a massive, massive national landmark. And, you know, it's a natural beauty as well. It's not like someone said, let's put a tree there, like Keanu Reeves at Lake House, and poof, there's a tree. It's, you know, the Hadrian's Wall was built around, I mean, the tree's 300 years old, you know. Someone centuries ago had an idea, well, I'll just put a tree here, or it was naturally grown there, and it's just a marvel. And just like in Day of the Tentacles, where you trick George Washington to chop down the cherry tree to save Hoagie, you know, Hoagie like that, someone's done that. And I'm not going to make this video and go, well done, mate, because no, it's not. Like, it's heartbreaking, and it needs to be put out there. It's heartbreaking, and there's so much calmness about that place, and that place will still have that calmness. That stump is there. Hopefully they do something to honour that tree wherever they carve it up and make a marvel of it being there, or plant it, or just get some scientists involved, you know, like put it up there, you know what I mean. Again, anyone, you know, support that foundation that's going to thrive from this, because I think it's an event like this where it's going to show how much love and passion it is. And after 300 years of standing still, for someone to come along and just take that away from people, I think it's absolutely disgraceful. But for me personally, it was a bit weird. It was a very, very weird 24 hours. Now, I own Lonely Tree Entertainment, and that is the original tree. Still was used for the original intro. That was literally looking at us one night, and the editing room at the time had a red bulb, and it's sort of like, I went for something different, because I'm not a big fan of the colour red. I'm more of a green or a purple guy, like Evil Tentacle. Or check out Day of the Tentacle if you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just waffling away here, unscripted. And that was Lonely Tree Entertainment, and for a while, Lonely Tree new logo. So we had Ashes of Iron, and then we had Ashes of Iron into Scott Michael Cavagan's The Future song. And a couple of times over that period, new footage was filmed of me walking either towards or away from the tree. And I was going to use Sycamore Gap, and I went up to Sycamore Gap, and the BBC were filming there, and I basically plonked the camera down at the base of Sycamore Gap and went, look at that tree there. Now, from what I can see right now, that tree I'm talking about looks well squished. It does. By the way, if the tree could have fallen any other way, but it's fell that way, so it squished the tree. There was just a little crickety little branch. It reminded me of something like you would see at a Bravestar on the hill, and there was not another hill in this entire valley, and we used that for a very, very long time. But for the last 3 or 4 years now, we've been using my own tree, because we had this cosmic sunset a few years ago, and that was the original intro you would have seen at the start of this video. And then there's just been different variants of outtakes, stuff like random stuff like massive ducks floating in baths, and you know, you're watching outtakes at the end of the video, so you know, it evolved as well as the song would evolve. So we've been using the Mitch Laddie band now for approximately just over 2 years now, I'd say. Just a nice little riff by Mitch, and you know, the outtakes has changed as well. There's a nice tree up on one of the hills which I can see from afar, and it's just over the horizon, so you can't see anything. So we've been using that. You'll probably see that when it cuts in. But you know, a lot of people message me, oh, the Lonely Tree. I was like, well, not technically, Sycamore Gap wasn't the Lonely Tree, but I got so many memories of up there filming. I'm probably not going to try and put them in this video. I want to just like, you know, probably put this video out there. Might make a bit of effort in some places, but it's so much to take in. It really is. It's really like through me. And people go, oh, it's just a tree. And there's people going, I'll have a minute's silence for the tree. And like, honestly, you know, slap. I don't think I've sworn on this video. I'm trying not to swear, but like one of the nights. I mean, I've been up there loads of times, and filming bits and bobs. Recently, I was up there with my brother, all the way from New Zealand. We were driving up to Scotland to drop him off. He was going to see his grand, then I had to go to London the next day. So the last thing we really wanted to be doing was taking a detour down Hadrian's Wall. But we did that as brothers, and he was the last person I've ever been to when the tree was standing. I will be back up there. So tempted just to drive up the motorway tonight, but getting the early nights and stuff like that in. I've just seen it on the news live. It just looks like absolute chaos up there, and I'm just like, right, okay. You know, Sycamore Gap will always be a part of Lonely Tree now. Obviously, Robin Hood. There was a crazy Robin Hood video did back end of last year, about a year ago. And then obviously there's that crazy cow up there as well. So again, so much to go down, man. But again, I was up there with my brother, and that'll be coming in one of my upcoming vlogs. And it was scary because as I talk about Lonely Tree Entertainment, we are looking to change it for next year, and we've acquired some new music, which I believe that's going to be the intro. Just depends how it was working. And on Saturday night just gone, I sat there, I was talking to the band, and there was a scene of me, and I was walking over Hadrian's Wall, and you know, my brother, being the younger one of us, just left me in the wind, and we were just walking over this. I need to get my phone ready anyway. And the song was playing, and I was like, right, this is a good direction. It's going to be a different direction for next year, for sure. But it seems to be embraced by everyone to do it, so we're going to do it. I'm just going to see if I can get that still now. Yeah, maybes. No, yeah. So, that's a still. Me walking over Hadrian's Wall. So I was just developing that footage, and that's about 3 or 4 months ago. And then it just seems to happen. But you know, one of the best times I'm never going to be there. A quick little story before I tell you why I was so freaked out though. Me and my friend Jack, the video called Just Jack Photography, and it's on the YouTube. And we were up Sycamore Gap, and Jack's trying to cut a promo, and that was one of my favourite nights ever with my friend. We were sitting on the wall reflecting on life. Both of us had a lot going on at that point of our lives, because it was about 4 or 5 years ago now, and like so different now. But that night, powering up there and just spending that magical time, it was magical. It was a magical place. Now, what's dead freaky is Sophie Photography is somebody I've talked to over the last couple of years about doing something with the shops and stuff like that, because she has absolutely amazing artwork, and a lot of times there's an alternative few photos of Sophie's stuff here. And I bought this about 3 months ago, and I bought it because it's one of the only pictures I've ever seen where it has the lonely tree here. So I believe this tree is definitely squashed, but that's an amazing photograph. And we were talking when I bought this, and I says, look, you need to come up to the shop, because at the time Lincoln, who drew a massive Tyrannosaurus Rex in the shop as like art, as in art, you know, and he's someone I've got to know just by sheer love of passion of like art, his art. And she came up to see us, and I was talking to Lincoln, she was talking to Lynn, and I said to Lincoln, I said, you need to do something with Sycamore Gap. And he went, what do you mean? And he was just like, I see what you mean, because I showed him this picture, and you know, Lincoln's artwork's very funky. So the same day I bought that, I bought this, right? So the cow's getting nicked. The night before it happened, so Tuesday night, Lincoln posted this artwork. Now, hopefully that's focused enough on camera. That is generally terrifying. Glenn Malpass said he's going to ask Lincoln for the lottery numbers, because Lincoln posted that, and then that's happened, and that is just insane. But it's also insane to me to think of going, I was sitting there, Lincoln's drawn this massive T-Rex on this wall, Sophie's came in because I've just been down to pick this picture up, which I was framed and lives in the kitchen. And then, you know, months down the line, Lincoln goes, oh, and I was like, look at this. And then, wow. So, that is my side of the story. Loads of people are sharing their memories and stuff like that. I'm always going to have memories going up there with that massive cow, the treks. I'm always going to appreciate the time I went up there, but I'm still going to go there because it's just up the road. In fact, we're playing in Carlisle in about 2 weeks' time, so hopefully we'll be going past there then and just make that little detour. And you know, I've got some cool ideas what I would love to do, but I'm really actually looking forward to people who are going to do art for this, are going to do, you know, like creative stuff inspired by Sycamore Gap. I think everyone should just embrace the moments they had. The amount of pictures being posted on Facebook about all these things is amazing. The amount of people like have done this, but then what could come, even if, you know, they did some kind of Angel of the North like in that place and, you know, give it back. It's there. It's a phenomenal. It's not just because Kevin Costner and Robin Hood, Kevin Costner and Morgan Freeman are fighting off the sheriff's men, but it still makes no sense. So if you think about Robin Hood, he's, yeah, my house is 5 miles that way. Sherwood Forest, it's, you know, he gets off the White Cliffs of Dover. It doesn't make any sense. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and its abuse of the English. You know, you think it was a hop and a skip between the White Cliffs of Dover to Sycamore Gap to Sherwood Forest. Nah, that's like a broken tom-tom, that. I'll see you in the outtakes. I don't know where I got to go. Now that I've let that all out, it's kind of like, wow. But yeah, I just wanted to, you know, I've got my tree. I would actually donate my tree if they wanted my tree because it is Sycamore, and it's pretty big. I often fear that thing blowing down and squishing us. But nice to share the memories. As I said, there's a lot of stuff on the channel about Robin Hood or Sycamore Gap, and it just pops up in so many of my videos. You know, the amount of times I've travelled and go there, or I jump back to it and that, but it's crazy. It's crazy. See, it's like, it's inspiring as well because you never know what tomorrow's going to bring. Weird coincidence like and stuff, but you know, I was sitting here with one of my friends and I said, oh, I'll catch you next time. He beat us on the PlayStation, and then 2 days later he was found dead. Just gone. Something completely changes, and I think that's what you need to embrace of anything. I think you need to embrace that. I would prefer if aliens had took it though. Aliens or force of nature or evil tentacle, not for someone's, I don't know, I don't even want to think of why. But yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.